Welcome to today's practice, all about helping you release tension in your neck, shoulders, and spine. This is a really common area for us to carry tightness and tension in our bodies caused by long periods of sitting, hunched over desks and computers and over our phones. So this is a great way to really release that tech neck, again, shoulders, and all the way down into the low spine. Perfect way to unwind at the end of a long day. So we'll get started in a seated position. Make yourself comfortable, crossing your feet gently at the ankles, and taking a moment to create that space for our practice together by closing your eyes and taking that shift inward to your breath. Beginning with some deep breaths into your belly, keeping your eyes softly closed. And beginning to really relax your muscles. With each breath out, releasing a little more, letting your body relax a little deeper. On your next exhale, let your chin drop down to your chest, really relaxing the back of your neck. For a deeper stretch, you could take your hands together behind the nape of your neck, interlocking your fingers, and then using your hands here to just gently apply some pressure as you let your elbows fold in towards each other. Continue to breathe deeply, letting your elbows and shoulders drop together, relaxing your chin to your chest. And then shifting your left hand to the top of your head, drop your right hand as you pull your head gently towards your left shoulder. So now opening all the way through the right side of your neck and shoulder. Keep breathing. And switch sides. Let your left hand drop down, take your right hand to the top of your head, and again, gently pull your head towards your shoulder. Letting your left fingertips gently touch the ground. And release, letting both hands continue to rest here on the ground or on your lap. Now send your gaze up to the sky. So here, wiggle out your head a little bit. Really try to relax those muscles in the back of your neck as you open through the front of your throat and chest. Sitting up tall. So keeping the spine straight as you totally relax those muscles in the back of your neck and shoulders. And release, come back to neutral. Here, moving into the shoulders. Lift your shoulders all the way up to your ears and then roll them back. All the way up to your ears and roll them back. Try not to let your mind wander around, but really keep your focus on this feeling of release of tension in the back of your neck and shoulders. And bring them forward, up to your ears, roll them forward. Up to your ears, roll them forward. Feeling that tension really melt away as you move and breathe. Last one. And inhale, lift your arms. So send your arms up above your head. Here we're going to start to float a little bit from side to side. Relaxing in your low belly, keeping your sit bones stuck to the ground. So you don't want to be lifting your hips here. Really root down into your seat as you flow through your belly side to side. Now bring your left hand to the ground. First flattening your hand and really reaching that right arm overhead. Keep stretching deeper and see if you can maybe even bring your elbow all the way down for an even deeper stretch through the right side of your ribs and belly. Send your gaze up to the inner elbow. Keep breathing. And relax, come back to neutral. Feel that length in your spine for a moment here as you lift your arms again, and then send your right hand to the ground, reaching your left arm overhead. And then see if you can bring that right elbow all the way down, further opening through the left side of your ribs and belly, sending your gaze to your inner elbow. Keep breathing, you got this. And lift, come back to center. Wiggle out the spine a little bit after that, a nice deep stretch. And then from here, we're gonna shift into a tabletop. So you wanna unwind your legs. It doesn't have to be anything fancy. Just start to move your way into a tabletop. Move this way first for cat and cow. So anchor your hands under your shoulders, knees under your hips, and start to rotate through the spine. Keeping your arms nice and tall, you want to find that length up through the shoulders, and then move just through your belly. Inhale, drop your belly to the earth as you lift your head and tail. Exhale, pull your belly button back towards your spine as you drop your head and chin to your chest. 3 more on your own. Return to that neutral spine. So from here, you guys can stay where you are. I'm just going to shift so you can see me a little better. Stay in your tabletop. Make sure your hands are flat under your shoulders, and you're going to go ahead and lift the left arm, turning to look up at your left hand as you keep your right hand flat on the ground under your shoulder. So do take that peek down before we get started in this flow, and make sure your hand is directly under the shoulder so that you have the most support there. Inhale, take a big circle with this left arm. 2 more. Rotating through the shoulder, stretching out that whole arm. And then we're gonna thread this arm under the right. So take this left arm, sweep it under, reaching through towards the opposite wall as you bend this right elbow. Don't let your shoulder touch the mat on these first 2. So inhale again, opening to the side, and then exhale, thread that arm through. Last one, inhale to open, expanding through the side of your ribs and chest. And exhale, this time bring the shoulder all the way down. So drop that left shoulder to the ground. See if you can also rest the side of your head, totally relaxing this right arm, and then sweeping it to the low spine. So you can just let it rest gently here, or for a deeper opening, you can roll the shoulder up and open, sending your gaze towards the ceiling. Wherever you are, let your weight really sink into that left shoulder inside of your head, dropping your bum and relaxing it towards your heels. Continuing to breathe. And release. Bring that top hand back to your mat and wind open, lifting that left arm and sending your gaze to the sky one last time on this side. And then set that hand down to switch directions. So now winding open, lifting your right arm, send your gaze up to that hand, really reaching for the sky. And then taking some big sweeping circles with that arm, reaching far in each direction to stretch out the arm and shoulder. Take this last one. And lift the arm, send your gaze back to the sky. Exhale, thread that arm through. So now sweeping your right arm under the left as you reach towards the opposite wall. And inhale, wind open. Exhale, thread it through. Last one, inhale, wind open. And exhale, bring that right shoulder all the way to your mat. Again, trying to rest the side of your head, sweeping your left hand to the low spine as you really relax into this pose. So letting your body sink into the side of your head and shoulder, rolling that left shoulder up and open to deepen and sending your gaze towards the ceiling. Relaxing into your low belly as your hips shift back towards your heels. And start to release. Send that left hand to your mat. Inhale, open to the right, and back to neutral. Here we're gonna take a seat back on our heels for this last little shoulder opener series. So we call this hero's pose, sitting gently on your feet. If you do have knee issues, you can use a pillow or something here, or you could also always just shift to a seat with your ankles crossed if it's too much pressure there. So just find that comfortable seat for yourself, and then inhale, lift your arms, sending your hands together above your head. Here you're gonna interlock your fingers and then turn your hands inside out, sending your palms to the sky as you hug your inner arms and shoulders towards your ears. So just you can see here how much lift I'm getting. You really wanna send your hands upward as you hug your inner arms and shoulders towards your head. Keep lifting. Breathing deeply into your chest and belly. And start to relax. Here we're gonna do a little fun shake on your way down. Wiggle off any of those jitters in your arms and shoulders. And then sending your hands to the low spine. Once more, interlocking your fingers here. Your hands inside out, pull those shoulder blades together, opening through the front of your heart and chest, and sending your gaze to the sky. Keep breathing deeply. And then to take this just one step further, if you can, try to lift your arms a little bit here. So just gently sending them upward, keeping your gaze neutral. And release. Once more, shake out the shoulders in any way that feels good. We're gonna press the shoulders open and then forward a couple times here, opening through the heart and then exhaling to concave the chest and round the other direction. And start to relax. We'll move back into a seated position, always ending with just a few moments of relaxation, reconnecting with our breath, closing your eyes to once more shift inward to complete our practice together. Take 3 really big breaths in and out through your belly. You can always stay here as long as you like, as long as you need, resting in the presence of your breath. And when you're ready to complete your practice, bring your hands to your heart. Give yourself that last moment of appreciation. Show some gratitude for you today for doing all of this amazing work to care for your mind and body. And namaste. Thanks for joining. Looking forward to seeing you guys again soon.